In other news, political polls coming out seemingly faster than we can analyze them. But top contenders in Israel's fourth national elections next month remaining pretty consistent. And among them, Gideon Sa'ar, former Likud rival to Prime Minister Netanyahu and chairman of the New Hope party. But here now in studio to discuss the New Hope's campaign is former Israeli Consul General in New York and New Hope party member, Ambassador Dani Dayan. Ambassador, it's such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
My pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
All right, so first of all, Gideon Sa'ar is now polling in third place with about 13 seats. This is pretty consistent for the last couple of polls coming in third place.
13 to 15.
13 to 15, exactly. So in what way, though, does the New Hope plan to stand out and overtake Yesh Atid, which is now in second place, and ideally even the Likud?
You know, it's not a mathematical thing. It's a political thing. And it's very clear that only a center-right member of Knesset will be a center-right leader, will be able to form a coalition.
Why do you believe that?
Because the coalition will be, in any case, to the right of the center. It will include us, it will include Naftali Bennett's Yemina, it will include Avigdor Lieberman's Israel Beitenu, probably other right-wing parties like the religious Zionists. So there is actually, Naftali Bennett said it today very clearly. He said that he will not sit in a government, will not be a member of a government led by Yair Lapid. So that makes the situation very clear. I think today the dust settled. It's either Benjamin Netanyahu, if he gets 61 seats in the next Knesset with his religious partners, including Naftali Bennett, or it is Gideon Sa'ar that can form a coalition. When that settles down, that understanding settles down, and it's starting today after Mr. Bennett's very clear statement, I think it will be clear that the only one that can form a government aside from Prime Minister Netanyahu is Gideon Sa'ar, and that will be reflected also in the polls.
All right, so it's funny, though, that you're saying that Gideon Sa'ar is a moderate right-winger, because Yesh Atid's Yair Lapid just very recently, he called Gideon Sa'ar and Naftali Bennett of the Yemina party, for that matter, extreme right-wingers, but ultimately positive people. How do you respond to this categorization?
Look, I'm not in the business of labeling persons. New Hope, Tikva Hadasha, is a clear, what in Hebrew we call Leumi Liberali, national and liberal party. I don't know if we are to the right or not of Likud. Probably we are in some issues, probably in other issues no. But yes, we are a center-right party, that is very clear. Extremism, there is nothing more strange to Gideon Sa'ar, and for sure for me, than extremism.
Would Gideon Sa'ar and the New Hope party be willing to sit with Lapid in a government led by him?
I don't think that's feasible.
Why?
Because Yair Lapid is not able to form a coalition. We heard that.
Well, I mean, like you said, right now, you have the Yemina party, which is a sort of kingmaker. They could push you over.
No, Naftali Bennett, its leader, said today very clearly he will not sit under Yair Lapid. So that basically terminated the chances of Mr. Lapid to form a government.
That being said, it wasn't that long ago that Benny Gantz of the Blue and White Party said under no circumstances would he sit with Netanyahu.
That's correct, but I don't think that, I believe that this fourth round of elections in the 2 years is because we learned the lessons of the last round. I don't think that Naftali Bennett, in this sense, will betray his word. And you know, it's very interesting that also Naftali Bennett, because he's very careful in not saying things that he will not be able to fulfill, does not disqualify sitting in a Netanyahu government. Actually, I think that's his first priority. If you vote Yemina, actually you vote for a continuity Netanyahu government. If you vote New Hope, you vote for a government of change led by Mr. Sa'ar. But when Bennett doesn't say that he will not sit with Netanyahu, but does say that he will not sit with Yair Lapid, I think we should believe him.
Who are your natural allies? Like, do you agree that you're more than just an anti-Netanyahu party? Because that's really been the categorization.
For sure. We have an ideology, a vision, as I said, a national and liberal vision. And we will form, I think, a healing national unity government. A national unity government that comprises a wide tent that includes basically, in principle, all the parties that want a democratic and Jewish Israel.
All right, Ambassador Dani Dayan, New Hope Party, thank you so much.
Thank you.